Yo, Big Kish back up in here. We got to talk about it, y'all. I really believe this guy is going through what they call a midlife crisis, right? We see the people that surrounding him. We see the people that he leads. You know what I'm saying? They all they got one mindset, is they want to stay children. They want to be children, right? Yeah. This guy we're talking about, as y'all can see the thumbnail, y'all can read the title. We talking about Drake. Yeah, we talking about him again. Yeah. We're gonna keep talking about him. Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Y'all not gonna want to click off this video. This is powerful. This is gonna break down his whole mindset, his whole mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna listen. Don't click off this video. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Midlife crisis. We've all heard of it. Most of us have seen it. You know that older guy who constantly brings up the past, feels the need to overcompensate and flex with the current financial status, bring up the fact that they can still bag a baddie, dress 20 years under their age and decide to try out, a new hairstyle. Just
talk. He's cooking. Everything he's saying, that's Drake right there. He's cooking. Ain't nobody pushing 40 talking about how they could bag a baddie. Come on, bro.
Just because. Use current popular slang to sound cool. We all know who Drake is by now. He's arguably the most famous man on earth and a record-breaking artist. Drake has a lot of accomplishments. 5 Grammys, 12 #1 albums, 170 million records sold. He's a man of eras. You had Freshman Drake, aka Jimmy Hot Wheels, aka Cardigan Drizzy. You had Sad Boy Drake. He was dropping light skin bangers, I ain't even gonna lie. You had Pop Star Drake, aka the Sixth God, aka Jamaican Drake, cause bro was smashing Riri.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
And that box must have been life changing, cause bro been speaking patois since, no lie.
Drake.
Then you had Loverboy Drake, aka Meme Drake, cause at this point, bro was just jokes. Like, I was really questioning if this nigga was even a real person anymore.
He dealing with all these different type of spirits. He don't know who he want to be. He don't know who he want to be. And these ain't no 45 pounds neither.
But now we've entered a new era of Drake. An interesting one to say the least. It's safe to say the hungry, motivated Drake who wanted to do right and kill everything has left the building. Bro's beyond the building. Bro's on vacation somewhere with a 24-year-old talking about, wish I didn't take you here. Drake is a lot like Gohan. You know, a lot of potential, a lot of skill.
What's going on? The kid's power level just exploded.
We enjoyed Gohan. And then boom, time skip, he's corny. And everyone's like, damn, what happened? Yeah, that's Drake. It's what I was saying, Drake has had a phenomenal run and arguably the greatest artist of our generation. But where Drake peaked is up for debate, and to be honest, it's a personal opinion.
Arguably.
But if I had to choose a point where I felt like Drake peaked, in my eyes, it was probably like Scorpion in 2018. That was the last album where I felt the magic of a Drake record and felt like he was truly in his prime. Not to say that Drake hasn't released good music since, because he got some joints. But no project has hit me on a lyrical and subject matter level since Scorpion. This new era of Drake is the prime example of this decline. With his most recent release For the Dogs, it's clear that Drake's once renowned lyricism has taken multiple steps backwards instead of forward. And yeah, I know what some of you are gonna say.
But bro, he walked on 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Like, yo, he had bars. Like, he went crazy, bro. You bugging.
Like, okay. He had bars, and I love to see that. I love it.
Drizzy, how's it going? Oh, man, I feel like it's going great. You're doing a good job.
Good job, that's it. I'm doing great, you bitch. Say that again in my face, nigga. Suck my...
But one track out of 23.
That's when Lil Wayne told him, look, don't put on that gangster persona. You not me. Keep it Canadian. You know what I'm saying? What'd he do? Start hanging around 21 Savage. Start hanging around them Atlanta guys. Thinking you Future. You not Future. Go sit down.
Songs is not building my confidence in bro. Like, come on.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
And to be honest, there's so much more criticism to be said on Drake's musical decline. Like, are Drake's lyrics dumbed down and sometimes outright corny and cringe? Yes. Are Drake's flows more generic than ever and are simply imitations of new age artists? Yes. Is Drake's content lacking substance and out of touch with his core fan base? Yes. Did J. Cole eat Drake up on that track? Of course he did. He's J. Cole. Come on now. But I believe all these issues are deeper than music.
Y'all see how he said that he imitate other rappers? The new rappers that's coming out, he imitate them rappers. That's why I call Drake Dracula. He's a vampire. He don't have his own. He lack big ideas. You see this? Look. He got a big mouth, bro. He got a big mouth. Pause. And he lack big ideas, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see it in him. Like he don't belong right there, yo. You could see it. Like he just threw on something and he's like, oh, I'm gangster now. You see it. Look at him. Look at him. This might be the thumbnail too. Word up.
Because at the end of the day, music is just a projection of a person's mindset and personality, is it not?
Where we at? Yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail. 344. Yeah.
It brings a more interesting question. Is Drake's music changing for the worse, or is he changing as a person? Well, let's break that down. Starting off with Drake's image. As I said, Drake is a man of errors, many of which tell a story of growth and progression. There were a couple things Drake strived for. He wanted to be the top of the game. He wanted to prove that he had the Midas touch when it came to the pen, and he wanted to make sure his family was good for generations. We all watched him strive for it. We all watched him achieve it. But what happens when you feel you've reached what you set out for? What's next? It seems instead of continuing forward, Drake is actually...
He got Sandra nose. Y'all see it? Yeah, he got that nose from Sandra. Check it out.
Set out for. What's next? It seems instead of continuing forward, Drake has actually took steps back in maturity of his music, dropping lines that you would expect to hear from an artist that's years younger than Drake himself. Even on a physical level, you can see a sudden dramatic change in how Drake portrays his image. Scorpion Drake showed us an older, more mature Drake who accepted his new role into fatherhood, and physically, he mirrored this. But then skip forward a couple years and Drake is walking around with hearts in his head like a teenager in 2010. He's growing cornrows and wearing colorful hair clips like girls who play jump rope in the street in middle school.
See that?
He's dressing like that kid in high school who shops at Goodwill and says, yeah, you know, I just put this look together, you feel me? Like I just wanted to get creative with it. And bro's looking like a straight clown, like come on. Bro walking around with Astro Boy feet, like what is this? It seems that Drake is more concerned with dressing like a 20-year-old than dressing his age. When it comes to personality, Drake is more quirky than ever. Like, bro's basically a walking meme at this point. And to be honest, I actually find it funny and I enjoy that he could act dumb sometimes for my entertainment. But it's to the point now where
it's good to have a personality here and there. You know, I clown around sometimes. But when it's time to get down to business, you get down to business. He goes overboard with it. He goes overboard with it, man. What are you doing? All this fingernail polish on, then you got the duck lips doing, you doing the duck lips. Then you posing in the mirror, doing this and that. Look, come on, man. Come on, man. What Pimp C said? Meanwhile, they out there busting up your back. Yeah, they busting up your back.
I'm actually thinking Drake is this corny in real life. Like, I don't think this shit is an act anymore. Bro's sitting on socials all day trying to bag every bitch he can. Like, bro's really ass trying to catch them all. But instead of being horny kid years old, he's 36 years old.
All right, what's up? Oh, ladies, don't forget your mans, Drake. Red team, red. Bruh.
Like at that point, you think you'd mature past that stage by now and be focusing on shit that really matters. But no, current Drake gives off the vibe like he's doing anything to remain relevant, which ironically is tarnishing his legacy. What made Drake stand out in the first place was his ability to bring his own lane and not sound like everything that was out at the time. In a way, it's what made him special. And you'd think at the level that Drake is at, he'd be the one leading the way for the younger generation of artists and setting the standards for what the sound should be. But no, instead he follows what they do in order to hop on waves that were already started.
Hi, I'm Drake, and I'll
Smile.
Drake has not always been perceived.
Don't forget he's an actor as well. So that's why I keep saying that his heart really wasn't in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? His heart is somewhere else with acting, doing something else. Now, was he influenced by hip hop? Probably. He probably idolized hip hop like, wow, I gotta act like I'm a gangster. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do. So the whole thing is really an act.
Perceived as the most confident guy. There's been times where he's clearly shown insecurities. To be honest, that's just being human. But another common human behavior is feeding into insecurities and longing for what has already passed. Drake is not in his 20s anymore. He's past his prime. And it's obvious deep down, Drake feels some type of need to align with the younger generation. But it seems he's willing to tarnish his legacy to do so. And well, that's just too bad. And let's be real, I'm not gonna say what another grown-ass man should be wearing. Maybe Drake just wants to express himself more with outfits and his hairstyles. I've done it when I was 20. But hey, to each his own. I can't speak for the man or say for sure what he feels internally, but I can just point out what I see, and a midlife crisis doesn't seem far out there when you take into consideration the evidence that's given. But hey, I hope the best for him. He'll always be one of my favorite artists of all time, and I respect him and his legacy immensely. I just hope as a man he finds his way, as I hope for all.
Hey, look, man, get them ghostwriters out the sweatshop, man. I respect them ghostwriters pen, man. They know what they doing. Them ghostwriters know what they was doing.
Oh, man. Because it would be a shame to see another strong legacy fall to shambles.
Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Drake, is he going through a midlife crisis? Do y'all agree? Or is he just an actor acting and portraying this image just for the bread? Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.